Okay, here we go. Second video for this trip. We're working on our little project here. So what I bought was a kit that came with these large panels. Let's see. Yep, there you go. We got these large panels. These are the walls. I have to cut them. And then you got different trim pieces right here. And if you look up there on the hill, we already started working on this. We had to lay a layer of gravel out. We actually started with lava rock, big stones to help build it up, level everything. And we've hauled just probably tons, literally tons of gravel up this hill here. And my lovely assistant Gretchen there is pounding down some of the gravel to help solidify this little foundation that we have. She's responsible for this little path here that goes up the side. It's going to go where the door is. And we'll take a real quick look at what we got there. But what we're about to do is start hauling these up and cut them and start fabricating the walls. And they're just tongue and groove, they fit together. So what we have here is we have like 4x4, essentially they're 4x4 steel members. They're kind of a thin gauge steel, so they're light, they move pretty easy. And what I did, they're not even, the members aren't evenly spaced because they did not come with appropriate number to evenly space them. So basically I took from this edge, which will be my starting point, I laid out the middle one at 8 feet from the edge here. So there'll be about an inch lip here on this first one. The bracketing for the wall will go to the side right here. And then we'll lay 4x8 sheets of CDX plywood out for the floors. And they should be well supported on this front end. The back end, I have some extra scraps that I can use to help reinforce those ends over there. So basically you measure from this corner to that corner, and then this corner to the other corner, and the measurements just need to be equal. And they measured out at 223. So this was a small kit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the wall panels next. All right, a quick note. In the kit, he sold me, I believe they were 13-foot members. So all these 4x4 members were 13 foot. This is a 16 by 10 foot. It's essentially, it's just short of 16 feet. It's about 15 3/4 by 9 3/4 feet. The problem is that I had to sister members together. So if you see here, there's a little bracket that came with the kit. And when I started reviewing all the information or reviewing the kit, it didn't say anything about sistering these members together. So then I had to cut the short ones down to about that 9 feet 3/4 inches, or 9 3/4 feet. And then I had to sister these ones together with the extra pieces that I cut off the 9 foot. So that's a lesson learned. Okay, so we brought the panels over and we laid them on top of the base layer, the foundation. We clicked them together, and what I'm doing different than what the plans say to do is they say to do a flat roof. And obviously this is the rainforest in Hawaii, so we need a little bit of a pitch. So I gave it a little bit of a pitch. I measured out 7 feet 9 inches. 7 feet 9 inches is going to be the high side. And then on the opposite end, it goes diagonally this way. And it's going to be 7 foot 9 inches on that side. So 7 foot 9, 7 foot 9, 6 foot 6, 6 foot 6. So just a gentle pitch that's just going to allow the water to roll right off, which is really important here. All right, so as you see, we've made significant progress. What we did was we took each wall and we assembled it partially while it's laying down there on the base. We folded them up. We've kind of lightly tack them together for right now, and we're going to try to get the roof on before it gets too late and too dark for the day. We're going to use a little silicone sealant for the roof. These are tongue and groove, so they should already seal, and we'll see how this all works out. Okay, we're done for the day. Got the structure mostly up. We got all 4 walls and a roof, and it seems to be keeping the water out, so it's looking good. We can cut in windows, do all that kind of stuff later, but we'll wrap it up probably tomorrow or the next day. Okay. All right, so we put a couple more days of work in and got the shed mostly put together. It ran into some challenges. So it was supposed to be watertight, and the roofing was doing okay with light rain, but then after about a day or so of rain, we started getting water in through the roofing panels, and they're tongue and groove, so the lip fits over the top and it's tilted down, so it should shed water off. We put roofing screws in, so they're supposed to seal and not create a water leak. However, we got a leak. We got a number of them, and it's coming through the cracks in the panels. So my lovely assistant Gretchen convinced me to put a roofing membrane on it because we need to deal with this. I can't leave the island and just leave this thing leaking. So we took today, after we got the door on yesterday and got a bunch of the subflooring in, we're going to take today to try to prep that roof. And as soon as we get a sunny shot, we're going to just roll this Henry's roofing material on. It's kind of heavy stuff, but this is the stuff that we're going to use. It should cover about 300 square feet, 360 square feet, I think is what I saw. So this is less than 200 square feet, so we'll be able to put a second coat on, which will be great. And we'll just get a nice membrane on top of the roof, and hopefully it will be watertight before we leave. All right. So we got the door on, we got some trim put up, and then we ended up putting 2 coats of Henry's Tropical roof sealant on it. Thing was leaking like a sieve. It most likely will still have some leaks coming through all those siding, the siding seams, because I just didn't have time to get through and caulk them all. I got caulk on a few of the ones up front, and the thing really just needs to have some kind of extra siding put in. But once we get all that done, then we're gonna have a nice little dry cabin here, little workshop or whatever it ends up being in the long haul. Love to get up there and give you a shot of the roof. So like I said, we were able to get 2 coats of the Henry's put on it, and that will, it says it's rain safe in 15 minutes. It's already cured. The first coat was already cured by the time I put the second coat on. Fair warning, in this climate, you cannot do the old trick of bagging up the roller and hoping that it's going to stay, because it won't. It's just gonna start curing on you even if it's in a bag. But this should give us a good solid roof. All in all, we're exhausted. It's been a long trip. We got a lot of stuff done. We got more done than I guess I would have supposed we would have been able to do. We ended up setting aside some of our fun time, unfortunately, to get some of this stuff done, but luckily we got the stuff completed that we needed to get done, absolutely needed to get done. And next trip will be just a lot more recreation, I hope, and maybe just more planting of trees.